Welcome back to the Real Estate News. Today we're talking about the 2018 housing market forecast, and it sounds like it's pretty good news. We're going to hear from Javier Vivas. He's the Director of Economic Research for Realtor.com. So great to have you here today, Javier.
Great to be here.
So let's get right into it. First, let's talk about Realtor.com and forecasting for the U.S. housing market in 2018.
Yes, so for 2018, we're predicting a bit of a shift in housing. We're projecting that home prices will see more of a moderated growth, as well as home sales will start to pick up slightly. And part of that is because inventory is starting to make a bit of a comeback.
That's great news. And what are some of the trends that we should expect to see in the following year?
Well, right now we're looking at a national market that's gone through 2 to 3 years of very unsustainable growth. So coming into next year, we're expecting some of those gains to start to taper off. And the other big trend is that millennials, which now make up basically the largest generation in U.S. history, should continue to gain market share when it comes to housing.
Very interesting stuff. And as far as sales and prices in our local market, what are you forecasting?
Well, so for this market, we're expecting home sales to increase by 1.7%, which is faster than this year, but it's slower than the rest of the country. With home prices, we're expecting them to be up 5.9%, which is actually 2 times faster than the U.S. average.
Wow, some big numbers there. And what would you say is driving our local market trends?
Well, right now we're looking at a market that's growing very fast. Madison has really become one of those hot markets in the last 12 to 14 months. And a lot of that is because millennials are finding a path to ownership. When you look at Madison compared to the rest of the country, there's really the affordability factor that's coming into play for a lot of those first-time younger buyers, and they're finding that in Madison.
Do you have any tips for home buyers in 2018?
Well, one of the things, especially with Madison, will be a constricted amount of inventory. So it's very important for that millennial audience to understand the market, work with a professional and an agent that can help them find the right home at the right time. Also, there's tools that we have on Realtor.com that allow you to look at inventory as it starts popping up in the next 6 to 12 months. So there's mortgage calculators, there's also price alerts that you can set up just to really be in the know-how and get real-time notifications as that home becomes available.
Again, Javier Vivas with Realtor.com. Thank you so much for the great information and the great market update.
My pleasure.
We certainly appreciate it, and stay tuned. We'll have more with the real estate news right after the break.